Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests and honorees, welcome to the 31st Arkansas Black Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Tonight, we honor the theme celebration. From the rhythms of Africa to the gatherings of family tables, celebration has always been at the center of our story. Celebration is resilience. Celebration is survival. Celebration is our power. So tonight, let celebration be your activation, an invitation to engage, to advocate, to clap your hands, and to open your hearts as we experience the many forms of celebration together. Let joy guide you. Let rhythm move you. And let gratitude connect us all. Now, let the celebration begin.
Vem, Magalenha, rojão, traz a lenha pro fogão, vem fazer armação. Hoje é um dia de sol, alegria de goió, é curtir o verão.
Vem, Magalenha, rojão, traz a lenha pro fogão, vem fazer armação. Hoje é um dia de sol, alegria de goió, é curtir o verão.
Vem, Magalenha, rojão, traz a senha pro fogão, TTT coração. Hoje é um dia de sol, alegria de xodó, meu TV de verão.
Vem, Magalenha, rojão, traz a senha pro fogão, TTT coração. Hoje é um dia de sol, alegria de xodó, meu dever de verão.
Just give me the light and pass the joe. What's another buckle of more? Yeah, let me know my size and I got to know which one is gonna catch my flow. Cause I'm in on the vibes and I got my dough. What's another buckle of more? Yeah, them looking hype and I got to know. Could I be your protector? You're rough in every sector. Every man around them want on your inspector. But you know let them threaten, I grill you with no lecture. But them for a drill, not them fuel injector. Them a infector, disease collector. Now for them a go like them walk come wreck ya. Don't know the part where you got in your center. But you know you not let them guide it affect you, yo, yeah. Just give me the light and pass the joke. What's another buckle of more? Yeah, let me know my size and I got to know which one is gonna catch my flow. I'm in on the vibes and I got my dough. What's another buckle of more? Yeah, them looking hype and I got to know. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Vem, Magalenha, rojão, traz a senha pro fogão, TTT coração. Hoje é um dia de sol, alegria de xodó, meu dever de verão.
Black Hall of Fame, how y'all feeling tonight? Y'all feeling all right? Come take my hand, I won't let you go. I will be your friend. I will love you so deeply. I will be the one to kiss you my. I will love you to the end of time. I will be your baby. Promise not to let you go. Love you like crazy. Say you'll never let me go. 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 Over here, I want to hear one more time. Y'all ready to have a good time? Say yeah. In the center, in the balcony. I know y'all came to have a good time. Say yeah. Over here on my right, y'all ready to celebrate? I know that's right. Well, if you know it, sing it with us. Say, celebrate good times. Come on. Let's celebrate. Celebrate good times. Come on. Let's celebrate.
There's a party going on right here, a celebration to last throughout the year. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We're gonna celebrate your party with you. Come on now.
Celebration.
Come on, let's all celebrate and have a good time. Come on now.
Celebration.
Come on, y'all sing it with us one time. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure?
Everyone.
Come on, y'all. Sing it good. Come on. It's a celebration. There we go, y'all. Come on. Yeah. It's a celebration. Celebrate good times. Come on. Come on. Come on. Dance with us. Come on. Hey. Celebrate good times. Come on.
Come take my hand. I won't let you go. I will be a friend. I will love you so deeply. I will be the one to kiss you at night. I will love you till the end of time.
Celebrate good times.
Come on. Please welcome Arkansas Black Hall of Fame Chief Executive Officer and Chairman Charles O. Stewart.
Man, I wish I'd known that's what you were going to play. I would have sung it. Thank you. Thank you, and good evening. Now, if that opening number didn't get your blood flowing, I don't know, that you might want to check your pulse. It really was reminiscent, and I think that part of tonight, we're looking at some of the great celebrations around the world, and if that felt like Carnival in Brazil or Trinidad, and I want to thank those young people, members of the Tidwell Project, under the direction of Mr. Michael Tidwell, and this is, I believe, the 31st year that they have participated on this program. And so some of these are the grandchildren of some of the people that started out originally. So tonight, we welcome you for this 31st annual Arkansas Black Hall of Fame induction ceremony. This is our 33rd year. We stand with a posture of gratitude and welcome each of you who have assembled here tonight from across the country. to celebrate these great sons and daughters of Arkansas. From the beginning, we have celebrated as a form of expression, perseverance, preservation, cultivation, resilience. From the songs of survival in the fields of the plantation to the lines of New Orleans, the second line dances of New Orleans to celebrate, to cultural rebirth after deliberate attempts that have been made to erase communities. We know the Greenwood story in Tulsa. Tonight, we hold space to continue that tradition of resilience. In keeping with the theme of celebration tonight, we honor the remarkable accomplishments of 7 outstanding men and women. We welcome them into the profound community of scholars, artists, activists, leaders, and much more. The class of 2025 is evidence that the seeds that they have planted have not only flourished, but they have paved the way for generations to come to have access to every tool that they need to be successful. And let me say this before I present them. There are many things that are going on around the state and around the city tonight, and many of you made us your critical choice to be here tonight, and for that we are eternally grateful. And I would say give yourselves a round of applause for being here. So allow me to present the class of 2025 for induction into the Arkansas Black Hall of Fame. First of all, the Honorable Linda Poindexter Chesterfield, a revered state senator and legislator and educational icon of many years, and so we are pleased to present for induction the Honorable Linda Chesterfield. There she is here. Next, we have, as you know, each year we present a posthumous award, and this year's induction and posthumous award goes to Dr. Cleon Aurelius Flowers, Sr., pioneering physician, mentor, civic and social leader, here represented by members of the Flowers family. Where are you? Would you please stand? Thank you. Next, we have a dynamic duo, in the person of Garbo and Dr. Archie Hearns III, trailblazing art curators and entrepreneurs extraordinaire. So would you welcome Dr. Hearns and Garbo Hearns. Thank you. Next we have the Honorable Judge Marion A. Humphrey Sr., a legendary jurist, pastor, civic and social leader. Judge Humphrey. And an educator, a towering educational leader, author, and philanthropist, Dr. Charlie Nelms. Would you? And last but certainly not least, a business executive extraordinaire and chief merchandising officer for Walmart USA, and this is the largest retail organization in the world, and that is saying something. From McGee, Arkansas, Ms. Latrice Watkins. These honorees reflect the very best of who we are and what we aspire to be in Arkansas. And now, as we reflect on their impact and what it means to our great state, it's only fitting that we hear from some of our leaders today who champion the same spirit of progress and service. It is my privilege at this time to present for some remarks the 73rd Mayor of the City of Little Rock, the Honorable Frank Scott, Jr. Would you welcome him?
In times when we were weak, these individuals provided us power. In times when we were alone, they were a phone call away and provided their presence. In times when we were afraid, they went ahead of us to protect us. Little Rock is the testament to the civil rights movement. As we've journeyed through the years, we've transformed to a catalyst for the New South. And it's been because of these pillars being celebrated today. Lest we not forget that even in this time, we still need their power, we need their presence, and their protection. We're in a time such as this that it may seem like we're retreating towards Jim Crow. In a time such as this, that the Constitution looks to be rewritten. But each of these individuals have stood the test of time for the fight for all of us. And because of them, we embrace unity, growth, and transformation. On behalf of the City of Little Rock, we say thank you to each of them, and God bless.
Thank you, Mayor Scott. We have been here for 33 years, and I met a young man who is 31, and he has been to almost every Arkansas Black Hall of Fame induction ceremony. And I think that, and he's an amazing young man, and I was very, very pleased to be reminded of that. You know, you don't survive, and certainly you don't thrive over this many years without having a code, some basic codes that you operate by. And I'm not sure what informs each of your codes, but for me it has been, and for the Hall of Fame, it has been faith. And there's a song that we often sing that we come this far by faith, leaning on the Lord, trusting in His holy word, and He has never failed me yet. And so it is always fitting and proper for us. We open every meeting with a prayer. And it is fitting and proper that we open this great event that God has blessed us to have with a prayer and an invocation. And it is now my pleasure to present to you Dr. Dwight Townsend, the senior pastor of Longley Baptist Church here in Little Rock, to bring us our invocation. Dr. Townsend.
Story is told from the pages of the Holy Writ found in the book of Ezra of a festival that was being held in the midst of ruins. The story is one of redemption. It describes praise for the new temple and weeping for the old. They are making a beginning while others are mourning and ending. One group was gaining something while the other group was losing something. One saw a dream dying, another saw a future coming. The question becomes, shall we celebrate in the midst of such upheaval? The answer is a resounding yes. Two things can exist in the same space, joy as well as sorrow. And so tonight we celebrate culture, excellence, and unity. And we live in the joy of these moments, for our God has called us to do so. Bow your heads, please. God, we thank you for these moments. In your name, amen.
Give the preacher a hand. I needed that, so I hope that you did. Thank you, Dr. Townsend, and we really appreciate those profound words. Now it is my pleasure to introduce to you our hostess for the evening, in the presence of Ms. Tamika Jones, who is an Emmy Award-winning journalist from Denver, Colorado, but now based in Atlanta. A passionate traveler, she launched the award-winning series Traveling in Style with Tamika after 8 years of covering global destination travel for CNN. In 2023, she earned a Heartland Emmy for program host moderator, and the series has also won 3 Silver Telly Awards, including a feature Alma Waterways inaugural Soulful River Cruise. Travel in Style with Tamika streams on Local Now, the Weather Channel's sister network, and you can also watch it on board Windstar Cruises for small yachts around the world. Tamika is dedicated to elevating Black, Indigenous, and people of color in the travel space that she helped connect brands with diverse audiences while inspiring those groups to travel and to embrace luxury, art, and adventure worldwide. She continues to appear on television as a travel expert, sharing insight on trends and destinations. And she just returned from a 26-mile hike up Machu Picchu in Peru. I think that's the name of it. So please join me in welcoming the vivacious, the lovely Miss Tamika Jones.
Thank you so much. Hello, Arkansas. Hello, Arkansas. Hey, yes, you guys look amazing tonight. Okay, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to turn to your left and say, you look good tonight. Now turn to your right and say, you look good too. Yes, now all give yourselves a round of applause, please. Yes. Well, thank you, Mr. Stewart, for introducing me. And Arkansas, thank you for having me back again. I'm just excited to be here to share this momentous occasion with you, celebrating Black excellence. Yes. You know, it's the Black excellence that Arkansas continues to generate. As many of you know, and Mr. Stewart shared, my show, Travel in Style with Tamika, I've had the privilege of seeing how cultures across the globe celebrate. As he mentioned, yes, I had a chance to hike recently 26 miles to Machu Picchu in Peru. It's one of the new 7 wonders of the world. Absolutely amazing and breathtaking. It's from the historic sanctuary of Machu Picchu in Peru to the architectural marvel of Egypt's pyramids of Giza and beyond. And no matter where I've gone, one thing is clear. So much of what the world celebrates and how the world celebrates has been shaped and inspired by Black culture. Wouldn't you agree? Yes. It's 2025, and more of us are choosing to pause right now, not just to save this country single-handedly, but to enjoy the fruits of our labor, right? To recharge, to prepare for the advocacy still ahead. Celebration is part of that work. So tonight, right here in Arkansas, we join in a global rhythm of celebration, honoring the moments and the minds that Black people have given this country, and not only in the 33 years of Black Hall of Fame, but since the first steps on American soil. So with that said, I need to be a little louder when I ask this question. Are you ready to meet our first honoree? Yeah. She has broken barriers in higher education, led with distinction in the classroom, served boldly in the state capitol. Through her service and leadership, Senator Linda Poindexter Chesterfield has paved the way for generations to follow.
I met Linda Chesterfield over 25 years ago. My first impression of Linda was an outspoken leader, fearless advocate, drum major for justice and equality, a warm, caring, knowledgeable, well-read, and articulate colleague. As a middle school social studies teacher, president of Little Rock School Board, president of Pulaski County Association of Teachers, and chair of the NEA Black Caucus, Senator Chesterfield has been a drum major for students. She created a sense of community, set high standards and high expectations. She fought for programs and resources for underfunded schools. She insisted on a great public school for every student. Senator Chesterfield has impacted the state of Arkansas and has helped to create a better world. In the Arkansas House and Senate, she shaped policies, fostered good, healthy debate, used her analytical skills to identify issues and concerns. She exercised problem-solving skills to draft solutions. I watched her time and time again use her persuasive skills to gain support for proposed legislation. She possesses the tenacity to move agendas. Senator Chesterfield's legacy is that of giving a glass of water to a pilgrim in need of such. If you asked her constituents, how was she as senator? There would be those who said she fed the hungry. Others would say she gave water to those who were thirsty. Thousands of students are better educated across the state of Arkansas and across the country, this nation, because of Senator Chesterfield's commitment to their success and because she worked to provide a great public school for every student.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage someone who knows tonight's honoree well, dear friend and colleague, Senator Jamie Scott.
From the classroom to the Capitol, she has lived a life of purpose in service. And when she stepped into the legislature, she carried the same fire into every debate, every bill, and every battle. Senator Linda Poindexter Chesterfield has been a fearless voice for rural Arkansas, a tireless champion for HBCUs, and an unshakable advocate for equity, access, and opportunity for all people. Linda became a fierce defender of those who shape our future. But beyond titles and legislation, she represents something greater: possibility. She embodies the strength of people who refuse to be silenced, and the wisdom of a teacher who believes every child can soar, and the courage of a leader who stands in the gap when she's standing alone. So tonight, we don't just celebrate an honoree, we celebrate a legacy. And we say thank you for every barrier you've broken, every student you've inspired, and every battle you've fought. Senator Linda Chesterfield, this honor is long overdue. I love you so much. Your impact is everlasting. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my deepest honor to present a trailblazer, a warrior, a champion for justice, my friend, my sorority sister, and my mentor, Senator Linda Poindexter Chesterfield.
Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. Ain't no stopping us now. We've got the groove. Got it. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move.
Woo! Ain't no stopping us now. We've got the groove. Right, right, right. You know, I love the words because we won't let nothing hold us back. We're putting ourselves together. We're polishing up our act. And if you've ever been held down before, I know you refuse to be held down anymore. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is such an honor to be here. I thank God for it because He has ordered my steps. I want to think about that great cloud of witnesses this evening that contains my mama and my grandmother, two ladies who took the deeds to their home, to the bank, to fund the education for my brother and for me. I want to thank Mr. Charles Smith for his gracious introduction, my dear friend, Senator Jamie Scott, for hers as well. Thank you to the members of the Arkansas Black Hall of Fame for this singular honor and to be admitted with such a distinguished group of individuals. It's especially important to be here this evening in this place because many of those who have gone before me, I have stood on their shoulders. It has been my distinct honor to have my family here, my big brothers here, my sister cousin Darnell, my sister cousin Sandra, my brother cousin Shelton, my family, but most importantly, my husband, the love of my life. Thank you, Emory Chesterfield. My pastor is here, the Reverend Cameron Mitchell, as well as the heads of the Deacon and Deaconess Board at the First Missionary Baptist Church, located at 7th and Gaines, the oldest African-American church west of the Mississippi. Built in 1845 by slaves. My Canaan family is here as well. All right now, let me hear you. You know, I went to an all-black school called Henry Clay Yerga High School. The one dear spot in Arkansas is Henry Clay Yerga High School. My Yerga family is here. Hendrix College, we will love you through the years to come. My Hendrix family is here. My roommate in college who put up with me for 3 years is here. Thank you, Joyce. Thank you, Rainey Hall. Because when you're the first, it can be a very lonely place. There are individuals who made that better, and they're with us this evening. I want to thank all of those individuals who mentored me. And among those are Miss Eleanor Coleman, the Honorable Lottie Shackelford, and the Honorable Irma Hunter Brown. I don't forget on whose shoulders I stand. You see, I have dealt all of my life with the intersectionality of race and gender because there's always been something that made it harder for women to succeed. And there were those who wanted to tell me where my place was. And I decided that my place was wherever the hell I wanted it to be. I've held many positions: president, chairperson, classroom teacher, all of those, but they are all positions of power. But power is nothing unless you're going to give service. Don't fall in love with power. Fall in love with what power allows you to do. You know, as I traveled around, I've had three best friends forever: Carrie, Vicki, Hazel. They've been with me for over 50 years. You don't have good friends like that a long time. But as we were traveling about, looking at the roles that I've played, I want you to know that I made up in my mind that I wasn't just going to talk about it. I was going to be about it. I wasn't just going to be satisfied with having a seat at the table. I wanted to set the table. I wasn't going to be satisfied with merely riding shotgun. I wanted to drive the dadgum car. God has allowed me to do that, and I sincerely believe that I'm being honored because of the tenacity and the audacity that God has given me. I'm not going to stay up here a long time because I believe in the 3 S's of public speaking. I'll leave that to those who come after me. But I'm going to leave you with the words of Frederick Douglass, who said very simply, if there is no struggle, there is no progress. Those who profess to favor freedom and yet deprecate agitation, you got to shake it up a little bit sometimes, want the crops without plowing up the ground. They want the ocean without the awful roar of its mighty waters. They want the rain without the thunder and the lightning. This struggle that we're in may be a moral one, or it may be a physical one, or it may be both moral and physical, but it must be a struggle. Power concedes nothing, nothing without a demand. Never has. It never will. We may not get all we pay for in this life, but we must certainly pay for all we get. So let us stand together as one. Let us speak together as one. Let us be together as one as we celebrate this night and all that it stands for. God bless and keep you is my prayer.
My name is Clifford Flowers. I met my father, Dr. Cleon A. Flowers, in 1948, January 2nd, the day of my birth. I was immensely proud of my father. because of the way that he practiced medicine and because of the respect that the community had for him. When I was growing up, black people, it was supposed to be separate but equal. And black folks didn't have a lot of opportunities to go to the hospital. They had separate waiting rooms for black folks in the white doctor's offices. But my father practiced medicine. He didn't turn away anybody, no matter whether they had the opportunity to pay or the ability to pay or not. And I respected him for being that way. The people that he served had so much respect for him that I was blessed all of my life, everywhere I traveled and lived. When people found out that my father was Dr. Flowers, they treated with me so much kindness. They tell me, we're gonna take care of you, Dr. Flowers' son. He wasn't a real talkative person, but his actions spoke volumes for him. He just had that kind of aura about him. He was real calm, humble. He was caring, compassionate. He was just a good man. And he worked 24/7, 365. He was on call for his patients. Saturday, Sunday, night, morning, evening. Matter of fact, he kept his office open late at night to facilitate people being able to receive care that had to work. Back then, black folks, you didn't have no time off and sick leave and all of that. They expected you to come to work. So he had his office open late at night. He'd see people 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. That just shows you how dedicated he was to the service of humanity. I wish you could see the products of your labors, of your service, in your grandkids and your great-grandkids and all of the other folks that have been influenced by you. I want to say congratulations to you for being recognized for your service to God and this community.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the Vivian Flowers, granddaughter of Dr. Flowers and the 36th mayor of the great city of Pine Bluff.
Y'all have me back up there crying. I'm going to keep this very brief because I am here just to introduce my aunt, and I could stand here for a half an hour, but I won't. I will just say that when Shaka Khan was just writing and performing I'm Every Woman, she was talking about my aunt. She's a daughter to Martha and Cleon the first, sister to Cleon Sr., the second, who is no longer with us, John Sr., my dad, Clifford Sr., Clyde and Randall. She's auntie to a plethora of nieces and nephews and people in the community. She was a student at Howard University in Meharry and a student in life in the community, physician, mother to Elizabeth, mentor to high school, college students, residents, and new physicians, a woman of faith and an advocate. And she did this and still does it with a commitment to family, to education, to service, with excellence and a backbone. She was a daddy's girl and a quiet titan just like him. She will accept his award. It is my pleasure to introduce to you Dr. Martha Ann Flowers.
Good evening. It's a great pleasure for me to be here on the induction of my father into the Arkansas Black Hall of Fame. Our entire family is very honored and we're grateful. Growing up in Stamps, Arkansas, this young man was exposed to two African-American physicians way back then. In the late 1900s and early, after that, rather, you had 14 black medical schools. So he was afforded the ability to be in the midst of two black physicians in Stamps. A lot of small towns at that time had a lot of black physicians. Unfortunately, in 1910, after the Flexner report, you went down to two black medical schools. After educating himself at Philander Smith College in high school, Arkansas A&M College for college in Pine Bluff, and Meharry Medical College, graduating in 1943, he was able to do a residency where he did a term as a for delivering babies. They've cut that out since that time. So after finishing his residency at Meharry, he worked for 9 months with Dr. Roscoe Lewis in Camden, Arkansas. Later on, going to the McRae Sanitarium, where he worked with the renowned Dr. Brown. He finally ended up in Pine Bluff, where he lived at the Lynx Hospital and bought it after 1 year. Now, he had a 500 square foot office at the Masonic Temple in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. And he was very well prepared for his patients. He had a laboratory, an x-ray machine, and a pharmacy. And that way he could take care of all of his patients since he could not go to the main hospital. And he closed Lynx Hospital in 1950. Now, having learned home delivery at Meharry, he was able to do miraculous things in the community. That being delivering a set of viable Siamese twins at home who lived about 2 months. He also delivered a transverse lie, going to the lady's house every day for a week until he delivered her. She insisted that he could do it, and he did. So he was very well prepared and knew what he wanted. Then in his practice, he associated with Dr. Jack O'Massey, Dr. Carl E. Hyman, and Dr. U.S. Reed, and they went on to establish their own practices. He accepted anybody as a patient. As long as they wanted care, it didn't matter how much money they had or what station they had in life. He took care of these people. Now, he had a very loving and well-prepared wife, Mrs. Martha Flowers, our mother, and he was introduced to her by his roommate in college, Dr. Rufus Kane, who ended up being head of biology at UAPB. Now, he would be most proud to know that Dr. Kane's daughter just finished a tenure as the president of the National Medical Association and presently heads the health department in Indianapolis, Indiana. So he was a very proud man, proud of his family. He's produced 5 of us out of 6 in the medical field. He has numerous granddaughters who are nurses and nurse practitioners, as well as others. So he would be very proud of this honor. He would be proud to be here, and we're proud to accept this. And one last thing I want to say about him, he was not about the money. His younger brother, Curtis, used to send him $2 a month so he could eat while in medical school. So when he finished medical school, he was offered $10,000 to move to California to work as a physician by members of the community of Hempstead County who had moved to California. At the same time, his brother was offered $10,000, Harold, to go to California and practice law. But they decided their place was in Arkansas, so they opened practices together at the Masonic Temple, and thank goodness that they did. So again, we thank you, and God bless everybody. Thank you.
a wonderful man to celebrate. Dr. Cleon Flowers Sr.'s contributions to the community and the medical industry are truly unmatched. And his legacy will continue to inspire for generations to come. Please give him another round of applause. Next, it's time to induct our third honoree. And this year, we have a treat for you. We're celebrating not just one individual, but a powerhouse couple. Long before the term power couple was popular, Dr. Archie Hearn III and Garbo Watson Hearn were already living it out. Let's take a look at their journey.
Garbo and I met as members of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated in college. We decided to become roommates. Shortly after that, she and I met Archie. After that, I call it as the Hearns' turn. After they started their family, she decided that she was going to go into the art world. Well, I can remember Garbo telling me her plans, and I would say, "You must be crazy. You're going to give up your nursing as a nurse practitioner so you can sell pictures?" Well, 38 years later, I have an art collection of my own. The Hearns have made healthcare and culture accessible to a wide variety of people. The practice and the gallery are in the same location. I think that says a lot for not only the neighborhood, but for them as being community-minded in terms of what the community actually needs. The impact that Dr. Archie and Garbo Hearn have left in this community is ongoing. It's that road that's been developed that people can continue to follow and drive for many years. They have made such an impact, not only in the state of Arkansas, across the U.S., across the nation, I'm sure internationally, because of the work they do. I traveled a lot in my former career. I was been all across the United States. And when I go, because I am an author, I visit bookstores. I visit libraries. And I can truly say that the product that Dr. Archie and Garbo Hearn have built in this community is par none one of the best that I've ever seen. To look back and think about an art gallery from the beginning to what it is now, seeing over 200 art shows and over 300 or more book signings from authors that come in from all over the country, I see the need going forward. As we see now more and more about our people being taken away from us or our history trying to be depleted, we need a safe space like this more than ever. This has been, in my opinion, one of the greatest outpours of love for others that I think they could have done. As Archie, as a physician, he has numerous patients, and to know him as an individual and to see him as a physician, it's amazing because he's such a caring person. And you wouldn't know it just on the surface.
What I would say to Dr. Archie and Garbo Hearn is thank you for continuing to support and help us as authors all across the nation be the best we can, especially in Arkansas. I'm truly grateful for that. I'm grateful for the many years of friendship. We thank you, and you indeed deserve the recognition and honor of being recognized by the Arkansas Black Hall of Fame. The Hearns' legacy is meeting people where they are, helping to remind us of who we are, why we are, and only encourage us to teach our children so that they can teach their children, and so forth and so on. Congratulations, and keep on doing what you're doing. I look forward to the next episode of As the Hearns Turn.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Ona Hearn, daughter of Dr. Archie and Garbo Hearn.
My parents, Garbo and Archie, have dedicated their lives to uplifting our community. My father, Dr. Archie Hearn III, has made significant strides in community health tirelessly working to improve the well-being of countless individuals. Meanwhile, my mother, Garbo Hearn, alongside my father, has passionately championed Black arts and literature, transforming our state's cultural landscape as a trailblazing fine art gallerist, appraiser, and arts advocate. Together, they embody the spirit of service and the power of cultural enrichment, leaving an indelible mark on Arkansas and beyond. As the first kid that daycared in the bookstore and art gallery, it is with immense pride that I present the visionary entrepreneurs and trailblazing arts advocates, Garbo and Dr. Archie Hearn III.
Good evening. First and foremost, we thank our Creator, followed by our ancestors, on the backs whom we stand, our family, our friends, our staff, for their loyalty. Patrice, Renee, and Craig. Randy. For their loyalty, love, and unwavering support. Thank you for your presence tonight, all of you. Finally, the community at large, to whom we owe much for their support, for their efforts to rise the conscious level of understanding arts and literature as it relates to the movement of humanity. We have collaborated with people of various groups, genders, religious affiliations, and races to assist us in this endeavor. We would like to thank Charles Stewart and the Arkansas Black Hall of Fame Foundation for the powerful work they do. Over 37 years, existence is a testimony of our hard work and sacrifice. In the words of Nkrumah, thought without action is worthless. We have a lot to think about and even more to do. Now I present my warrior queen, our warrior queen, who has brought my visions to reality. Garbo.
Good evening. We would also like to congratulate all of the honorees this year as we join a list of distinguished Arkansans. It has been quite a wonderful weekend getting to know you and celebrate your accomplishments. Tonight, I honor my parents, Bobby and Hugh Watson Sr., both educators and master tailors who graduated from Tuskegee University in 1948. They had to be smiling down on designer Ashton Hall as he created the attire we are both wearing tonight. Although this honor is a nod to artists and authors, we share this recognition with all creatives. Look beside you. You are likely sitting next to one. As we celebrate, our hearts are heavy as our democracy, freedom of speech, and our rich history are under siege. James Baldwin wrote, "You think your pain and your heartbreak are unprecedented in the history of the world, but then you read. Those who cannot remember their past are condemned to repeat it." We trust that our storytellers will uphold Black culture and will not allow our rich culture to be erased or dismissed. The power of the creatives and the arts is unmeasurable. Arkansas artist and 2018 Arkansas Black Hall of Fame inductee, Kevin Cole, uses powerful messages within his visual art practice to empower us to vote. Through her children's books, Arkansas author Maria Hoskins uplifts the importance of family and traditions. Both are examples of artistic excellence. We challenge each of you to read more. Make sure you and your family Members, stay informed on current issues and exercise your right to vote. We invite you to visit us on Wright and Chester and view our current exhibition titled, What Time Is It?, featuring Arkansas artist Rex Deloney. James Baldwin is masterfully portrayed with a call to action. The challenge is in the moment and the time is always now. Thank you.
Another round of applause, please, for Mr. and Mrs. Hearn. Yes. So every year, the Hall of Fame pauses to pay homage to the memory of our laureates, as well as notable individuals in Arkansas and across the nation that impacted not only our culture, but our nation. This year, tribute features Amanda Cole, formerly of En Vogue, honoring the incomparable Roberta Flack. We will stop by the juke joint to celebrate the life of Quincy Jones, and the Gaines Street Baptist Choir will take us higher, honoring Mama Mosey Burks of the Mississippi Mass Choir. Yes, I like that energy. Join us in a celebratory reflection of life for our in memoriam tribute. Thank you.
The first time ever I saw your face, thought the sun rose in your eyes.
So as we continue to celebrate tonight, I want you all to think about how your voice adds to the movement. The Hall of Fame has been around celebrating excellence for 33 years. Please, give a round of applause for that. And each of us have a role in keeping the celebration alive. So the next time you're debating whether to step out on the dance floor or hit a high note, you can ask yourself, how can I celebrate with purpose? If singing and choreography, there's just maybe not your thing, it's okay. Let's celebrate generosity and make a donation instead. Yes? Thank you. Okay, our next honoree has spent more than 4 decades weaving faith and justice together in service to others.
Reverend Humphrey has been my pastor and my friend for the past 41 years. I first met him when I came back from college and I heard about our great pastor. I got a chance to meet him, and the first thing that stood out about him was how humble and how kind that he was. And I got a chance to see that firsthand. He would go around our neighborhood, pick up all the kids on Sunday morning, take them to Sunday school and back. But I got close to a Reverend just over the years. So it was years before I realized that he was a graduate of Phillips Exeter Academy, Princeton University, and Harvard University. I had never known that. And to this day, I've never heard him say a word about it. So that humility just really attracted me to him. It just made me want to be like him. He is the most non-judgmental person I've ever met. He's kind, he's generous, he's fair, he's just a good man. Reverend Humphrey, as a judge, was very, very, very fair. He was fair to everybody, no matter the race or the creed. Not only was it fair, I mean, he was absolutely a man of integrity, of honesty, of character, and that's what I know for a fact. I've never had an interaction with him as judge, thankfully, but I know all the things I've heard and all the things I've read, and just my personal relationship with him lets me know that he was a good man full of integrity. Well, I guess one of the most impressive things about him to me, and there are many, many impressive things, is he has been our pastor for over 41 years at the Allison Presbyterian Church. 41 years, and he is currently the most tenured pastor in the Presbyterian Church in Arkansas. Not the black pastor, but the most tenured pastor in the entire Arkansas Presbyterian. He is also one of the most tenured pastors in the entire United States of America. He has many accomplishments. What comes to mind first and foremost is his judgeship. He has been a trailblazer for many of the black judges who come follow him. He's opened up doors for people in the ministry. He's encouraged them and mentored them to enter the ministry what I call the right way. He does all those things, not to mention he still fights for us in various ways, politically, religiously. He's just a stand-up guy. And I can tell you from experience, I have never seen him back down from anything or anybody. And that's one of the things I respect about him the most. He is not afraid of anyone. So if I could say something to Reverend Humphrey, first of all, I would tell him how much I respect him, how much I admire him, how much I've learned from him, just by his actions, just by him being steady and reliable. It hasn't changed. I have never seen him miss a step. I appreciate all the years that he's been with us as our pastor. There are many more opportunities I know he had, but he agreed to stay with us at Allison. And again, I speak for the congregation when I tell you how much we all admire, love, and respect him. And congratulations, my friend, for what I consider a long overdue honor. Congratulations on being the 31st class of the Arkansas Black Hall of Fame.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Marion Humphrey Jr., Esquire, proud son and legal partner.
I just want to speak from the heart. My father and I work together, and I love him so much. We've worked together for 4 years, and I count that in dog years because I think father and son working together is 32 years. We've been working together for a long time. But my father, he grew up in a household with his mother, Doris Pendleton, and his aunt, Jimmy Pendleton. And they also grew up in the same household as his grandparents, Rosie Drew and James Pendleton. And James Pendleton was born May 15th, 1961 as a slave. And my dad, 1861 as a slave. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for helping me out. See my brother there. As a slave, and my dad tells this story about him being 11 to 12 years old, where he would leave Southeast School in Palm Bluff to go make his grandfather a sandwich and then run back. And he has been a selfless, gifting servant ever since. I don't know why he had me do this. And he tells this one sermon, because I had to go to church. He tells this one sermon, and this one sermon is about a woman that he had that the jury gave the death penalty to, Christina Riggs. And I could tell when he came home every day during that trial how difficult that was on him. And her sister was a witness during sentencing, and she said, they asked her about the family history, and she said that she had tried to commit suicide, her mother had tried to commit suicide, there's something wrong with all of us, but her sister wanted the death penalty. And when the defense or prosecution asked, why? What's going on? Y'all are attractive people. Y'all are great people. Y'all have good jobs and stuff. She said, life is hard. And life is hard. And what we are going through right now, and when we see who's running this country, life is hard. But my life has had such joy because my Father has been so good to me. That's all I can say. He has been a good father to his son, and he has cared for me in ways that nobody can do. And so I didn't have any notes, but I just want to say that my father has been a good man to me. He's been a good man to my mama. And that's enough. Time's up. But he's done so much for other people, but if he doesn't do another thing, what he's done for me and how he's loved and cared for me as a black man in Arkansas is enough for every Hall of Fame award in the world.
I never know what my child is going to say about me, so it's a risk in having him speak. He's all right tonight. But before I say anything about myself, I want to echo what Dr. Martha Flowers said about Dr. Cleon Flowers. He was wonderful in Pine Bluff. And on November 2nd, 1949, he stopped by my mother's house on East 18th Street and delivered me. I think that's a pretty good accomplishment on his part, I think, tonight. And I also want to say this, and then I'll move on. His wife, Mrs. Martha Flowers, was great in giving leadership to parents of Southeast Junior Senior High School, a school built, I believe, to avoid desegregating Pine Bluff High School. Can you all believe Pine Bluff High School used to be all white? Well, it did. And so they put a school on the east side so that those of us who lived on the east side wouldn't literally have to pass by Pine Bluff High in order to get to Merrill. Mrs. Martha Flowers, using her knowledge and her position as a doctor's wife, gave leadership to the parents, including my mother, and we appreciate that. I thank Charles Stewart and all other members of the board of the Arkansas Black Hall of Fame. This is a tremendous honor, and I thank you for bestowing it upon me in the company of these outstanding fellow inductees. I thank my wife, Renita, a woman of incredible faith and honesty and integrity and decency and opinion. I thank our son and pay tribute to his idealism and accomplishments and independence. He also has opinions on things. Surely I thank the congregation of Allison Memorial Presbyterian Church, which gave me an opportunity to pursue my calling in selecting me as pastor in 1984. And Taylor, you can use that in my funeral, you know, what you had to say on the video. The congregants have loved on me and my family and supported us for the last 41 years, and certainly gave me a platform to involve myself in public affairs. I have gratitude to the citizens who elected me to serve in two judicial capacities. When I ran for what was then known as Little Rock Municipal Court Judge in 1988, I came upon a black woman on one occasion who paused and said, "I am going to take a chance on you." She didn't know me, but she said she'd take a chance on me. That is precisely what she and others did when I was elected to serve first as Little Rock Municipal Court Judge in 1988, and I saw Reverend William Robinson, who along with Mark Grobmeyer were my campaign co-chairman. And as the Pulaski County Circuit Court Judge in 1992, 96, 2000, and 2004, my mother always taught me that no one owed me anything in this life, and to be thankful when people do something for me, and so I thank the citizens of Pulaski County. I also am thankful for the love and spiritual guidance I received as a youngster at St. Paul Baptist Church in Pine Bluff, and the special attention I received from Reverend A. Edward Davis throughout my earliest years. I am thankful for the instruction and often tolerance I received from principals, teachers, and counselors at Indiana Street Elementary School and Southeast Junior Senior High School. A counselor at Southeast, Mrs. Hattie Mollett, encouraged some of us to take a test. Based upon that test, I was invited to participate in the Summer Study Skills program at then Knoxville College in Knoxville, Tennessee, which was a program sponsored by the Presbyterian Church. It was an enrichment program for selected black students in southern schools, most of whom had probably never attended an integrated school. Officials of Phillips Exeter Academy were aware of that program, and they sent an admissions officer named Mr. Jackson who interviewed me. I prevailed upon my mother to allow me to venture off from Pine Bluff, and to Exeter I went. She had some reluctance about it, but my mother was always looking out for her child and trying to encourage the pursuit of the best possible life. I told her about a schoolmate who gave a talk one morning in chapel about his experience as a summer intern in the office of some congressperson from his home state of Delaware, standing up in the kitchen of the white family for whom she worked in Pine Bluff, and knowing that they were friends of Senator J. William Fulbright. She inquired if they would put in a word so that her child could be an intern in Senator Fulbright's office, and that led to my deeper interest in politics. My mother believed that the God she believed in cared just as much about her child as he did about the children of the white family for which she worked. She and her sister Jimmy convinced me and LaWanda Pendleton and Vita Pendleton and J. Andre Pendleton Sr. of that, such that we came to believe it for ourselves. And I have to give Wanda credit. She taught me a lot of spelling words in the backyard among the chickens whom we had named using her blackboard and chalk. Brothers and sisters, we have to use the rod that is in our hands. I thank the Lord Jesus for his gifts of salvation and grace, and I thank each of you. God bless you all.
I met the honoree in 1965 when we were students at Arkansas A&M College. At the time, Arthur Allen and I were herdsmen in the animal science department on their college farm. NIMS, he came in 1965 and he was assigned to us for our tutelage and teaching him how to handle the dairy herd at the institution. Dr. NIMS graduated from A&M College in 1968, and he went on to earn a master's and doctoral degree and returned to the institution in the student affairs office to mentor students, and those students have gone on to become professionals in their own right. Teachers, lawyers, doctors. He really worked in such a way to ensure that the students enjoy their success as experience as a student, as well as in their professional career.
I think anybody who's followed Charlie's career will notice immediately the impact he's had, certainly on the field of higher education. And that impact has been felt across the nation. He's been a significant figure in asking American higher education important questions about what it stands for, how it will achieve the values that it articulates, and what can it do to become more inclusive of people who have not had an opportunity to be engaged in these institutions over the years. That's a fundamental question. It speaks to the nature of American society. It speaks to the history of segregation that he's lived through and talked about and written about. And it speaks to the opportunity that colleges and universities, American higher education, can hopefully take advantage of to open opportunities up to people who've been excluded, including, and I want to emphasize this point, the continued enhancement of HBCUs, which is one of Charlie's favorite subjects.
He has served in numerous capacities in higher education. He has served as a chancellor, as a president, a vice chancellor, and he also serves on a number of boards. For an example, the American Association for State Colleges and Universities, which accredit academic programs at various schools and colleges. He was one of the founding members of the Millennium Initiative program, and that program is designed to develop future leaders. As a result of that, some 25 plus persons have gone on to become chancellors and presidents at various colleges and universities around the country. And I think that has a long-term impact, not only with respect to Arkansas, but nationally and internationally. And he remains very active today. He serves as a mentor and advisor to a number of college presidents and chancellors. So in terms of his legacy, the final say, if you will, has not been achieved yet.
So tonight, Charlie is being recognized, and appropriately so, as a 2025 celebrant and recognition of his accomplishments by the Hall of Fame. And that's an appropriate honor that he so rightly deserves. But from my standpoint, from a very personal standpoint, I want to thank him for 50 years of support, 50 years of encouragement, 50 years of mentorship, quite frankly. And I hope that we can continue to be in this same relationship for as many years as there are to come.
Charlie, you should be very pleased that you're being recognized for this wonderful honor of being placed in the Arkansas Black Hall of Fame. Congratulations, my good friend and buddy.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Dr. Hazel Reed, friend, colleague, and fellow Arkansas Agricultural, Mechanical, and Normal College alumnus.
Good evening. I have been charged with the responsibility of introducing I say my lifelong friend. We go back 65 years plus. What do you say about a person who have achieved so many things in higher education, as shown in the video? But I want to point out one other thing. They show pictures of his family. He has been an outstanding husband, a father, and yet he finds the time to work and help so many people. Upon his retirement, he has continued that effort and led the fight to ensure that higher education institutions in general, and historically black colleges and universities in particular, receive financial support in order to enhance and improve their programs to produce the next generation of leaders. Please help me welcome my good friend, Dr. Charlie Nims.
All teachers trying to teach them your way. Maybe they'll listen to what you have to say, 'cause they're the ones who's growing up and the world is in their hands. When you teach the children, teach them the very best you can.
Thank you. I won't dance tonight. In his poem, Dreams, Langston Hughes reminds us, hold fast to dreams. For when dreams die, life is a broken-winged bird that cannot fly. Hold fast to dreams. For when dreams go, life is a barren field frozen with snow. Good evening. Talk to me. Good evening. Wonderful evening. You see, I learned how to dream in the cotton fields of eastern Arkansas. There, you see, I dreamed of changing a segregated and equitable world into which I was born. I made 4 decisions that shaped my life. I made 4 decisions that shaped my life. I vowed never to treat anyone the way I was treated. I chose not to waste my time and energy on anger. I committed myself to work not just for me, but for those without the power to act. And I decided that I would use education. Yes, education as my tool, because I'm convinced that education is a tool, the engine of opportunity. And unless you are born wealthy, in this country, education is still your best hope for leaving the world better than we found it. With God's grace, those dreams came true, and they carried me much further than the cotton row. Now, some of you don't know anything about cotton rows, but I'll come back and tell you about that later. And so I want to thank those people who assisted me on my journey. I want to thank my classmates. Some of my first grade classmates are here this evening. I want to thank my parents, Carrie and Eddie Nelms, who had very little formal education, but they believed in owning land, voting, and education. The mule is dead, but we still have the land. I want to thank my teachers at a little Rosenwald School, Miss Beatrice Johnson, and I want to thank all of the teachers and the principal at McNeil School in Crawfordsville. I want to thank my collaborators with whom I've had an opportunity to work for more than 50 years. I want to thank my partner in life, Janetta Sherrod from Turl, Arkansas, and our son, Rashad, who enabled me to live my dreams fully. To the Arkansas Black Hall of Fame, the leadership team, selection committee, the board, I want to thank you for this honor. To my family and friends who've come from far and near, your presence really buoys my spirit, especially in a time when so much of what we worked hard to build in education is being dismantled. We must be the change we wish to see. We must start where we find ourselves, with what we have, and with one another. Failure is not an option when others are depending on us. As we celebrate, let us remember one of Arkansas's most luminous daughters, Dr. Maya Angelou, a member of the very first class of inductees into the Hall of Fame 32 years ago. She reminded us, quote, "My mission in life is not merely to survive, but to thrive, and to do so with some passion, some compassion, some humor, and some style." And I would add, with some joy. Don't let anyone steal your joy. This whole thing is designed to get us to lose our joy. Don't lose your joy, because when you lose your joy, it's replaced by anger. And anger will lead you to a heart attack. And I would say, with a little joy, which infuses our actions with love, let her words be our charge tonight: to thrive with courage, with creativity, and with joy, to lift as we climb, and always, always continue building a future worthy of the dreams we hold fast. Thank you, and God bless you.
Another round of applause for Dr. Nelms. I have to ask, is everyone full of joy tonight? Can you be a little loud? Are you full of joy tonight? Yes. Well, you know, we're going to keep the party going. There are some cultural classics that we just can't leave out tonight. And when you talk about the sound of Black celebration, you have to talk about Quincy Jones, right? His music has carried us through decades, and I think you all might know a few of his greatest hits. So me and the band, we're going to have a little fun with you guys. You guys okay with that? So this is interactive, okay? So we're going to all sing and dance and be full of what? Joy. Yes, yes, okay. You ready? Ready? My friends over here, the band who's been, first of all, let's give it up for the band. Round of applause. Okay, guys, I'm ready when you are. Ready? You all?
Good morning. He's on down the road.
We are, come on.
He's on down the road. Don't you carry nothing that might be a load. Come on, he's on down the road. Come on, he's
you know that song. Yeah. That's not it. We have another one for you. Now, feel free to sing along, dance along if you like. It's okay to get up out your seats, you know, because we're all here to be full of. Yes, yes. Okay, so the next one, you got, where's my friend at? My friend gonna join me on this one. We're gonna have a little fun.
In West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playgrounds where I spent most of my days. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing on cooling off, shooting some b-ball outside of school. With a couple of guys, they were up to no good. Started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight and my mom got scared and said, "You're moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel Air." I wished for a cab, but when it came here, the license brakes and pressure and the dice were there. If anything, I say that this cab was bad, but I don't, man, forget.
Your home to Bel Air. Yeah. Give it up, yeah, for the band, my friend, yes. Who knows now? Come on now. Fresh Prince of we all know that, right? Okay. Huh? Oh, that's not. You know, I understand, but you know what? We all full of joy. It brings some joy. Okay, so what? Let me see where we at now. We're SNES with SNES. Do we have any more songs? Do we have any more time? Am I out of time? I mean, we all out of time? Oh, we out of time. Next time. Next time. We got you next time.
So I get to tell you all today that Latrice Watkins has been named Cheaper.
History. Now, the entire series of past events connected with someone or something. No one can fathom what God has done from beginning to end. But anyone that studies history knows it's nothing more than a collection of stories, journeys and tales told over generations to inform us or inspire us or simply to remind us. Have you heard of this story?
Started as an intern.
The one about the intern. The small town of 3,000 in southeast Arkansas that she started in had no idea what was to come. The seed planted in Chico County was watered in Atlanta, Georgia, at 350 Spelman Lane, the epicenter of Black female excellence. Safe to say she fit right in. The flower that blossomed at Spelman College began to transform into a crown that was always hers, but she had now grown into. But like in any story, whenever there's a crown involved, something or someone is always on the hunt for it. The early years of her reign wouldn't be without challenge. Adjusting to motherhood and law school at the same time, no small task. But the Lord was with her and she persevered. And from the ground up, she climbed. Whether at Walmart or Sam's Club, real estate or merchandising, intern or SVP, or anywhere in between.
HR, strategy, projects, operations.
We watched in awe as this crown grew more and more visible. A 2-decade journey that would see her rise to become the first Black and first female chief merchant of the Fortune #1 company in the world. What could we possibly title this story? Well, most simply, you could call it history.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Alexander Jackson, son of Latrice Watkins.
Good evening. Just real quick, there's a lot of pastors and reverend doctors in here. I'm not one of them, but
Does anybody, with everything that's going on in our country, just feel really blessed to be here tonight? Like, I'm inspired, and you know, we're here because, in my case, young black women from no-name towns in southeast Arkansas, they don't rise to the top of the C-suite of the biggest company in the world, unless they're my mom. Just a quick flex for y'all, nothing crazy. Look, I don't think you have to be a historian to realize that we as black Americans have faced unique challenges to attaining the so-called American dream. I think if you look at history, even the term the American dream was popularized shortly after World War II, when soldiers returned from war and the US government rushed to create a massive path to home ownership, except for its black citizens. Even black World War II veterans returned home to see that they were denied the ability to buy homes in the very land that they had fought and bled for. Our history shows us that it's simple. If you are black or financially underprivileged, or God forbid both, the odds are not in your favor. If you are like my mother and a black woman trying to dominate in a male-dominated space, the odds are not in your favor. The system doesn't plan for stories like my mom, but I think that's why they're even more worth celebrating. One thing she tells me all the time is that everybody sees the success, they don't see what it took. Everybody sees a graduate of Spelman College, the #1 HBCU in the country, which they are not shy about letting you know if you didn't know. But what a lot of people don't see is a young girl from McGee, Arkansas that didn't allow the limitations of her environment to limit her own educational goals and dreams. Many people see an accomplished attorney. They don't see my mother that had me weeks before her last year of law school and somehow still finished on time. Many people see her at the top of the C-suite of the biggest company in the world, but I see the young woman that would pick me up from school, take me right back to the office where I would play on her floor for hours as she worked into the night, hours after all her colleagues had gone home. But I think if you ask my mom, she'll tell you that even amidst the challenges and even in spite of the challenges, she expected to be great. Where she wanted to get to was never really about a destination, because the American dream isn't really just about arriving somewhere. The Black American dream is about journeying the right way, even when the path that you're given is not set up for you to succeed. The Black American dream is about playing in a game that you know is rigged against you, but you play anyway and you win anyway. The Black American dream is about realizing the crown wasn't created for you, but you take it anyway. It's funny that she works at the company that built its name on giving ordinary people everyday low prices. But I think when I think about how she inspires me and everyone around her to reach for and be greater, I don't think there is a price you can put on that. So Arkansas, please help me to welcome into the Arkansas Black Hall of Fame my mother, my picture of the Black American dream, Latrice Watkins.
Good evening. How about that young man? I am deeply honored and humbled to stand here tonight. Being inducted into Hall of Fame is not something I ever really thought about or imagined. But I have always wanted to do work that mattered, to make a difference, and to leave every place and every person better than I found them. So to be recognized for doing that is a blessing. I would like to thank the Arkansas Black Hall of Fame Foundation and Charlie Stewart for the recognition. And in doing so, you not only celebrate my career, but also the values that guide it: service, excellence, respect, collaboration, and commitment to people. Those are the principles that have shaped every step of my journey. To my family, special thanks to my husband and my children. Thank you for your love and for your patience, even when the days were long and the balance isn't easy. You are my foundation and my greatest joy. To my parents, thank you for the values that you instilled in me: to be kind and considerate, to be fearless and have faith. That is my superpower. To my friends, thank you for always cheering me on every step of the way. Your encouragement, your honesty, your faith in me have been a source of strength for every challenge and every milestone. I carry your belief in me with everywhere I go. The honor tonight isn't just about what I've done. It's about a celebration of what we all get to do: the communities that we build that thrive, the teams that grow, and a future that is brighter, because the greatest investment that any of us can make is in human capital, the people we touch. If there's one thing that I hope that anyone takes from my story, it's that leadership isn't just about titles. It's not about where you start. It's about the impact that you make, whether you're an intern or an executive. It means using your influence to open doors for others, to listen deeply, and to always lead with purpose and heart. I am proud, I am grateful, and I'm inspired to be selected with these remarkable inductees. Congratulations to each of you, and thank you all so much. Another round of applause. Everyone still feeling great? Wonderful. So celebration also means honoring rebirth, and few places embody resilience like the Gulf Coast. 20 years ago, Hurricane Katrina devastated parts of Alabama, Louisiana, and Mississippi. Yet through heartbreak, hardship, cities like Mobile, Gulfport, and most widely impacted New Orleans rose again, carrying forward music, culture, and an indomitable spirit.
Tonight, we pause to reflect on that story of restoration and the return of one of the world's favorite places to have a good time.
Devastating damage expected. Hurricane Katrina, a most powerful hurricane with unprecedented strength. Most of the area will be uninhabitable for weeks, perhaps longer. Power outages will last for weeks, as most power poles will be down and transformers destroyed. Do not venture outside.
I've lived here all my life and I've never witnessed such a disaster. I just couldn't even believe when I looked out the window that something like this. I had to swim out underneath to get out, to get on the roof. And by 4 o'clock in the evening, we had 6 to 8 foot water reaching the second level of the floor.
5 miles an hour, gusts much higher than that, bringing with her all kinds of problems. Buildings have collapsed. There are reports from New Orleans of people trapped in buildings that have come down around them.
The water is starting rising in the attic, ma'am. The number drama in the attic.
Poetic summary description. They want to know if it's real as in fact or fiction. They want to know how does it feel to hear about little girls that have been raped and killed and blood spilled in the bathrooms and on the football field. Facts. You've ever thought of that? Makes me ill. Fiction, rumor unproven. It felt like it was true after further review. They paid more attention to their children. Is what it made parents do. Who knew? Guess it's safe to say rumors have a purpose too. Little unusual, like that ungodful smell. No, it wasn't just the poor, it was the middle class, rich locals and tourists as well. Pretty much everybody stuck in the same hell. 50 feet to his death, a man fell. They say he lost his mind, jumped over the rail, committed suicide. Few years later, taught poetry to some 8th graders, and one of the teenagers told me it was his stepfather that died. For survival, we fought like in Hunger Games. Hunger pains played tricks on the brains, crisscrossed our thoughts, disoriented, dizzy, and distraught. United States of America. What happened to all the resources? With ease, shipped food overseas, but we were less fortunate, unimportant thought. They were about to starve us to death in the heart of New Orleans. After some died, then they sent in reinforcements, of course. With no one in charge, lack of insight, slow response, and let tons of ice just sit and melt in the sun and under stadium lights in the heat of the day and night. Whoever came up with that idea, wouldn't call them dumb, but not so bright. Instead of sending it to us, they brought it to the Saints training facility about 20 minutes from our position. Ain't that a bunch of burnt biscuits? Wouldn't have changed our conditions, but one cup of ice could have made a big difference. A necessity wasted unnecessarily, not to mention the trucks loaded with supplies, probably more than we needed. They didn't let the trucks through. I still can't believe it. Third world country, how we was treated. With tensions and beef, I witnessed rival gangs call a truce, declare peace. Good grief, it wasn't Rolaids, but it was relief. Second line with the Indians and the Chiefs. Mick Jagger told you how we are and how we be. Dancing in the streets, that's for sure. And all around the world and everywhere you go, people both good and evil, just so you know. Louisianans also go cuckoo for our fish, wild game, and seafood. Hot and spicy seasoning, jazz and zydeco, rhythm and blues, rhymes and reasoning, morning, noon, good evening. I wrote this piece so history isn't repeated. Even when I'm dead and gone and the law calls me home, they'll remember this poem. Poetic Storm, inside the Superdome.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, all the way from New Orleans, the multi-talented and dynamic Butterfly of New Orleans.
We'd like to welcome the JT coming down the aisle and the
the Gems, and I'm Butterfly from New Orleans. And what I need everyone to do is stand on your feet, y'all. We are celebrating black excellence. Everybody up to your feet, y'all. New Orleans style. Come on, y'all. Come on. Woo! Come on. Yes, New Orleans, y'all. Do what you wanna. 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 Shake you up. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Put your hands up, y'all. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Come on, y'all. Here we go. My grandma and your grandma was sitting by the fire. My grandma told your grandma, I'm set that big on fire. Talk about hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now. Oh, do what you want, shake your rock. Do what you wanna, Mardi Gras morning. Do what you wanna, Mardi Gras morning. Come on, y'all. Here we go. Get up, 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 get up. Sit back down, 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 sit back down. Get up, 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 get up. Sit back down, 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 sit back down. Do what you want, sit down. Mardi Gras morning. Do what you wanna. Mardi Gras morning. Do what you wanna. Mardi Gras morning. Do what you wanna. Mardi Gras morning. I can't clap my hands. I can't stomp my feet. I can't clap my hands. I can't stomp my feet. I can't clap my hands. I can't stomp my feet. I can't clap my hands. Do what you wanna. Let's go. Do what you wanna. Mardi Gras morning. 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 Let's go get 'em. 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 Here we go. Let's go get 'em. Let's go get 'em. Let's go get 'em. Let's go get 'em. Eat it up, y'all. Let's go get 'em. Eat it up, y'all. Let's go get 'em. Let's go get 'em, y'all. Let's go get 'em. Come on, let's go get 'em. Let's go. Where the fans at? 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 Let's go get 'em. Let's go get 'em. Let's go get 'em.
Yeah. Round of applause. Yeah. Let's go get 'em. I wish I had a fan. Where them fans at? Now that is a celebration. Wouldn't you agree? Love it, love. Thank you all so much. Now that is, the second line is one of the most iconic traditions of New Orleans. Born from African roots, carried through the streets by Black brass bands, and kept alive as a way to honor life, love, and even loss. It's a moving parade of resilience, a reminder that joy can rise even from struggle, and that community will always find its rhythm together. As the spirit, and the spirit of resilience is what carries us into our next moment. So as we close the curtains on this remarkable evening, hasn't it been amazing? Oh, give it up for all the inductees. Congratulations, congratulations. I extend really a heartfelt gratitude to each of you for joining us this year and for allowing me to be here with you, to be your dance partner. And throughout tonight's celebration, it's truly been an honor. Now, let me welcome Chairman and CEO, Mr. Charles Stewart, back to the stage for his closing remarks and a special presentation.
Thank you so very, very much. What a wonderful, wonderful evening of celebration. All of these amazing stories of just lives of tremendous service to humanity, and for that we are just so grateful. Before I go any further, please allow me to express my deepest thanks to our phenomenal host tonight, Ms. Tamika Jones. For your energy and for your grace. And we are very, very pleased to have you back for a second year. To our sponsors, to the board members, to our volunteers, and of course to our incredible band, Rodney Block and the Collective, thank you for making this evening possible. Tonight, I want to make a special presentation. There is a privilege that I take from time to time to present a Chairman's Award. And tonight, I want to make that presentation. We don't do it all the time. There are sometimes exemplary expressions that merit it. You know, we did not know it when we started off this year and planning for the program with a lot of the things that are going on in the country right now. We did not know how our sponsors would respond. But let me say this, and to all of our sponsors, you were magnificent. I believe this is a high water mark for the Black Hall of Fame. And as you know, the monies that we get, we give away. We reinvest into Arkansas. And so this couple, this young man that I'm about to recognize today, was one that stepped up at the highest level in terms of our presenting sponsor. And I think they're bringing them up, and we could bring the trophy out. Thank you. And this says, this is the Chairman's Award, the Arkansas Black Hall of Fame Chairman's Award. And when we considered this, the statement by Robert Kennedy Sr. that said, some men see things as they are and ask why. I dream things that should be and ask why not. The award that we're presenting, this young man has, over a lifetime, it wasn't just him standing up, them standing up and making the presenting sponsorship this year, but the work that he's done throughout his lifetime, I think, has merited this award. And so we could get Rush and Linda Harding. Are they on the stage yet? Or where are they? And he had no idea we were going to do this, none whatsoever. But this says the Arkansas Black Hall of Fame Chairman's Award presented this 11th day of October 2025 to Linda and Rush Harding in grateful appreciation for your generous support of the 31st Arkansas Black Hall of Fame induction ceremony and your many contributions made to help achieve equity, inclusiveness, and justice for all humankind. The Arkansas Black Hall of Fame Board of Directors, Charles O. Stewart, Chairman. I'd like to present this.
Can I say a few words?
Yes.
Thank you very much. I had no idea that Charles was going to ask us to come on stage tonight. I shared this with Mayor Scott during the intermission. I was in the first class in Clarendon, Arkansas that was totally integrated. And one of the themes of this evening has been education, and I'm fortunate that I was the son of career educators that taught for 75 years in that small school. My new black friends in 1968 impacted me in a powerful way. Many of you here tonight know Dr. Miriam Lacey and my friend, her husband, Dr. J.J. Lacey. In their early 20s, they came to Clarendon as young educators. Dr. Miss Lacey was my class sponsor. I only benefited from having her as a teacher that 1 year, but she impacted me in such a way that we kept it up with each other for a lifetime. And I was so honored with my cousin, Clark Tucker, to be one of the only 2 white men that were pallbearers in her funeral. She was special to me. During the intermission, I sent to my friend Larry Jeffries, who was the leader of the black students in our new combined high school. I told Larry, thank you for your friendship. Thank you for teaching me that goodness and friendship has no color. Larry responded, you are more than welcome, but thanks are not needed. You just keep on being you. Linda and you make a very special couple, so thank you too. My other best friend in that class was a man named Lonnie Stewart. Lonnie used to always tell everybody, I trained Rush well. And I sent Lonnie a picture of the board that had Linda and myself as the sponsors, and I sent him a picture of the cover of the program, and I told Lonnie, thank you for training me. So, what a humbling, what a sensational evening this has been. Congratulations to all of you honorees. I'm so fortunate, and I know Linda feels the same, to have been a part of it. And what great work this Hall of Fame board and its board members do. And congratulations, and have a fun rest of the evening. Thank you.
I think that is the end of our evening. Is our board? I want you to come to the. You come up to the stage. Our board members. Let me announce that after this event, we're asking all of the honorees. We know that your friends and family will want to gather around you and thank you and love on you, but we ask that you come to the stage immediately so that we can get some pictures, group pictures, and then we will let you go, and we would invite those of you who have the energy, the juice still left, to come to the after party and greet these honorees tonight. So if we could do that, we would appreciate it. And so after, and I'll just say this too, after certain time, we start getting charged overtime with this crew that has to go home, and they'll be breaking things down for quite a while tonight. So again, this is the Board of Directors of the Arkansas Black Hall of Fame. It's a working board and a policy board. And I just want them to know how much they're appreciated, and this work could not happen without them. So thank you very much. Is that all that I have to do tonight? What else? We're good? Okay, so we will stand adjourned, and we would ask that if you would begin to clear the auditorium, and we'll greet you outside in the foyer. And those of you that are going on to the after party, it is in the William Grant Steele Ballroom, which is on the second floor, level 2 of the Robinson Center. Thank you very much, and good night.
This concludes the 31st Arkansas Black Hall of Fame induction ceremony.